And Jesus went away from there and withdrew to the district of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a Canaanite woman from that region came out and was crying, "Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David. My daughter is severely oppressed by a demon." But he did not answer her a word. And his disciples came and begged him, saying, "Send her away, for she is crying out after us." He answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But she came and knelt before him, saying, "Lord, help me." And he answered, "It is not right to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs." She said, "Yes, Lord, yet even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." Then Jesus answered her, "O woman, great is your faith. Be it done for you as you desire." And her daughter was healed instantly.
So this woman who got her daughter healed in Matthew 15 was one of the very few times that Jesus praised someone for having great faith. And what's interesting when you read it is that what she did for Jesus to tell her she had great faith isn't something we would probably think means she has great faith, or isn't the image of great faith. Yet he said to her, "Great is your faith," and she got the healing she came for. So in Matthew 15:22, it talks about a woman coming from Canaan, asking the Lord, "Have mercy on me, help my daughter, who was grievously vexed with a demon." So she says, "Have mercy on me," pleading for the Lord to help her daughter. Verse 23 says he answered her not a word. And the disciples came saying, "Get her out of here, send her away. She's crying. She's being loud." Now you have to understand something. She's a Canaanite. She's a Gentile. They are considered beneath the Jews because of the detestable things that they do, the wicked deeds that they do. And therefore they were considered enemies of Israel and enemies of God. And so Jesus, the most compassionate, loving person ever, didn't answer her. And in the next verse, when he does answer her, he says, "I'm not sent but unto the lost sheep of Israel." So he says that God sent him only to the Jews, as he is a minister of the Jews, the lost sheep of Israel. So he's not sent to Gentiles, and therefore he's not healing her daughter because of that, because he follows what God tells him. Verse 25, then she came and worshipped him, saying, "Lord, help me." So she's pleading. She's saying, "Help me, help me." And when you see that, do you think of great faith? It's kind of like begging, right? She's begging the Lord help, but she's persistent in doing it, which is interesting. She's not quitting. She's not giving up. Verse 26, he answered her and said, "It's not right to take the children's bread and give it to the dogs." So what's interesting is the Gentiles were considered like dogs, sinners, beneath the Jews. The Jews had a relationship with God. The Gentiles were far off, without hope, without God, and did wicked, evil, idolatrous things, sinning against God, sinning against God's people. And so this woman who comes from that land of Canaan is out here asking Jesus Christ for help to give a gift to her and her daughter of healing. And this is why you see Jesus resisting to do it, which is, interesting. You don't think of Jesus as doing that because, as you see, he healed many. Okay? But this woman, he was resisting. He didn't want to do it. Verse 27, she says truth. So she doesn't get offended at the things Jesus is saying, that they're beneath the Jewish people, they're dogs and all that. She doesn't get upset. She says that's the truth. Yet she says the dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Acknowledging that they're beneath them, but at the same time still persistent in believing, hey, you can do this, you can help me, please do it. And so a couple things you see here from this woman is that instead of getting offended or upset, she humbles herself and acknowledges she's not worthy of receiving this healing she's asking for, but asks for mercy and help. And with humility shows persistence and not giving up. She was patient. She kept believing she could receive. And those are two qualities of great faith, being able to endure and being able to endure and believe until you receive. Hebrews 6:12, who through faith and patience inherit the promises. So faith and patience. Faith is assurance, believing, confidence in something. Patience is mean you're waiting for it. Or another word that could be used is endurance. Being able to endure until you receive what you need or believe to receive. And so in verse 28, Jesus says, "O woman, great is thy faith." Now this, like I said, this is one of the very few cases where Jesus marveled at somebody's great faith. He says, "Be unto it as thou wilt," or you now going to receive what you desire because of your faith. And it says her daughter was made whole from that very hour. So this is something to learn about because, like I said, it doesn't seem like great faith. She's begging, she's pleading. We don't tend to think that's what great faith is. Rather, we can think that being confident means never crying or asking for help in a serious, heartfelt manner like this woman. We think that wouldn't mean we're walking in faith. Yet she believed that Jesus could do it, and mixed with that was humility and the acknowledgement that she can't do it and needs help. And so these are qualities likely why Jesus said this woman had great faith. And so this was also a great prophetic event that took place with this woman, showing that God would later justify the Gentiles by faith. Remember, she was a Canaanite woman. She was not a Jew. Galatians 3:8, the scripture foreseeing that God would justify the heathen through faith. And that's exactly how we're saved today. By faith, by grace and mercy as a free gift. Just like she received her healing by grace through faith as a free gift.